Hello people, it's Basic English by me, Sania. So a little information about me. I'm pursuing BSc LLB from Sharda University. You can also call me a science side lawyer. I'm a passionate teacher. And you can follow me on unacademy.com, and this is the given link to this. There are many other tutors following many other subjects. You can follow them as well to gain more and more knowledge. Your feedback is really precious to me. So please rate, review, recommend, share, and comment. So, what we were writing? We were learning how to write formal letters, and this is the second part. In this, we will learn how to write a formal letter. As in my first lesson, I have promised that in my second, I will deal with this. Okay. In the age of internet, people prefer to make communications via email, and well, it be an informal or formal communication, but still, after so much development also, there is a lot of scope of letter writing. In many business fields, you still have to write a job application or still have to give a complaint if you are unhappy with some situations, right? People prefer to still send formal letters in order to add effectiveness to their communication. To the informal letters, the amount of informal letters we have been writing to centuries has been decreased rapidly, but the formal communication is still there. Formal letters still have the effectiveness. Letter can also serve as a proof of the document. Okay. The formal letters should always be written in such way that it can be desired effect on the reader. There are few things you need to keep in mind while writing a formal letter. It should be that if you want to get someone's job, you should write a letter in such emphasizing way that the person or your boss or your authority, whoever reads the letter, gets so impressed by the way you are writing that takes you in the job and get interested in you. Or if you want to write a complaint letter, your letter should be containing such information that the reader get so much provoked to handle with your situation, right? So there are some points to be remembered. First point is take care of the format you are. Format is actually very important. In my first lesson, I have told you the basic format that you can plan use in a formal letter. It is very important to go right with the format, because if it doesn't go right with the format, the person reading will think, if the person doesn't know how to write a formal letter, how would he get into the job? Right? It will create a good impression in the mind of the reader if you are using the proper format. In the informal one, it is not necessary because it is very a friendly letter. The other person will go deep to the emotions and will not go with the format. Don't exaggerate any point. If you have written you want the job because of your nature, you don't need to put sub points into it that your nature contains such things, and such things, exaggerating again and again. This is something exaggeration. So the person will get bored while reading a same point in other language. In such letter, always write a point to keep your letter short as well as crisp. You do not need to put stories and paragraphs into it. You just need to be on the point. It is important to add relevant information. Why you are writing the letter. You have to answer why you have been writing the letter. What is the need? Irrelevant information creates bad impression. Proofread your letter twice in order to avoid any grammatical errors. You should, after writing a letter, you should think of it again and again, read it again and again, because any kind of grammatical error can make your image go down. can even cancel your job application or can cancel any of your complaint or other application as well. Checking out spelling errors, sentence punctuation while proofreading your letter. Each and everything should be accurate. Sentence should be properly made, punctuation should be properly made. Even if you're writing a complaint letter, it is important to make use of a polite tone because you are asking someone to listen to your complaint. If if your tone is something very negative or you're very harsh, the other person will also get angry, will not get into your support. So how will the person will overcome your complaint? Then it will give a negative impression and will not solve your problem. So if even you are putting a complaint, your tone should be polite. Using right tone to such letter is important. Tone is refer to the language you are writing in the letter. It is important to create a good impression in the mind of reader, as this can be done by writing the incorrect manner. The presentation of formal letter should be up to the mark. Like presentation should be the printed. As I have told you previously that formal letter should be printed. Now we will deal with rules of writing formal letters. Very important. Kindly listen thoroughly. First rule. Include your recipient's address in the letter. In informal letter, only one address is given and the other one you can give on the envelope. You have to put the recipient address in the letter. Second rule, write the complete date. Do not make use of shortcuts because this will give a negative impression. You should write the month in a word. After the address, you can add the date. Third rule, include proper salutation like dear sir or dear madam. You can include the name of the person after adding salutation like dear, or you can put instead of dear you can write respected in order to give respect to the authority. Fourth rule, include proper salutation in the end of the letter because it is giving the impression to the other person that you are very obliged. For example, you're faithfully, I'm highly obliged, right? You're sincerely as well. Fifth rule, adding your signature is very important. Adding signature in informal letter was an option, but adding signature in formal is very important. Even if you have your name printed after the salutation at the end of the letter, it is important to add your signature before your name. Like for example, there is my name written in printed. Above that I have to sign. Okay. Thank you. I hope you are able to understand. Please listen to my third lesson as well and it will make your concept clear about the formal letters.